Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to our 30-day shadowing series. And today is day 16. Now tell me honestly, do your thoughts also become louder at night? When everything gets quiet, your mind suddenly starts thinking about everything. Because that's exactly what today's story is about, overthinking at night. And honestly, I think many of us go through this. Sometimes the whole day seems fine, but the moment we lie down to sleep, our brain suddenly becomes active. We start replaying conversations, thinking about the future, worrying about small things. So today, we're going to practice English through a very relatable story. And as always, I've added a few useful expressions in today's practice. You'll find their meanings and example sentences in the description box. So later, check them and practice again. For now, just relax, listen carefully, and repeat after me. All right? Let's begin. Last night, I went to bed feeling completely exhausted. I thought I would fall asleep immediately. But the moment I turned off the lights, my mind became active. Suddenly, I started thinking about everything. Random conversations came to my mind. Small mistakes started feeling bigger than they actually were. I kept replaying old moments in my head. I don't even know why we do that sometimes. One thought quickly turned into another. And before I knew it, I was completely lost in my thoughts. I tried to ignore it. I even closed my eyes tightly, hoping my brain would slow down. But honestly, it only got worse. I started overthinking things that probably didn't even matter. I thought about unfinished work, messages I forgot to reply to, things I should have said differently, things I wish I had done better. At one point, I checked the time. It was already past midnight. And somehow I was still wide awake. I told myself to stop thinking. But of course, that never works. The more you try not to think about something, the more your brain focuses on it. I kept tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable, trying to relax, but my thoughts just wouldn't slow down. At one point, I just started imagining fake situations. Those imaginary conversations that will probably never happen in real life. And somehow, in those imaginary situations, I always sounded smarter. Honestly, our minds can be so dramatic at night. Then suddenly, I realized something. I had spent almost an hour stressing about things I couldn't even control. That thought made me pause for a second. So instead of fighting my thoughts, I decided to calm myself down. I took a deep breath, then another one. I stopped checking my phone. I stopped looking at the time. And slowly, I started letting my thoughts pass naturally. I reminded myself that not every thought deserves attention. Some thoughts are just noise. Not every worry is important. Not every fear becomes reality. And honestly, that realization made me feel lighter. I stopped trying to solve my whole life at 2 in the morning. Because let's be honest, nothing feels clear late at night anyway. Everything feels more emotional, more dramatic, more stressful. But somehow things look much better in the morning. Eventually, my mind started calming down. My body relaxed. And slowly, I started feeling sleepy. I told myself something important. You don't need to figure everything out tonight. And honestly, I think I really needed to hear that. Nice, that was amazing. And if you connected with this story, trust me, you're not alone. Now, don't just listen once and leave. Come back tomorrow and practice again. You'll notice how naturally the sentences start coming to you. And yes, don't forget to check the description box for meaning and expressions from today's story and comment day 16 done. I'll see you tomorrow.